Hi, I'm Carolina Marino, creator and writer of Sweet and Power. Welcome to Short and Sweet, where we'll do a quick debrief of the previous episode and answer any of your questions. We've got a guest with us today. It's Noynoy Intapanya, who plays Noy on the show.
Hey.
Noynoy and I co-wrote the third episode, Girls, because it was really important to me that an episode featuring LGBTQ storylines would come from a personal place. So Noynoy's mom on the show is your real life mom. How was acting with your mom?
It was hard at first because of dealing with the memories.
The dress scene between young Noy and your mom, a really touching scene, was inspired by real life events. Can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, growing up, I wasn't super feminine, so when it came to family vacations and being in a bathing suit, I wasn't comfortable with it. I would wear my older brother's swim trunks and put a t-shirt on. My mom would get so mad at me and, pull me aside into another room and ask me, "Are you a lesbian?" I wasn't even sure what that word meant. I just knew that she was really angry with me, and I knew that it was, I had to be something with being gay.
I've talked to many others who've had a similar story, especially with moms who presented more feminine, where maybe the dress, or in your case, the swimsuit, represents a much larger symbol.
Totally. I caught on very early on in life that it wasn't about the clothes, but the thought of me being something other than she imagined. I wasn't going to be this ideal daughter and live up to the standards that she created.
We also wanted to incorporate some passive-aggressive aspects of Asian households, like how moms never directly express their approval or disapproval, but just hint around it. Like when Chet, your brother on the show, makes this comment about how pretty your friends are, and then your mom is like asking that rhetorical question, "Oh, where are your boyfriends?"
Yeah, my mom always made comments about my girlfriends and how pretty they are. She'd say it in a way where it seemed like you might never be that pretty. She always hinted like, are they more than just friends?
How did the ending of episode 3 differ from your real life experience?
Years later, my mom straight up asked me, "Are you?" And I said yes. And after that, she responded similar to how she did in the end of episode 3, that she was proud of me.
Yeah, your mom didn't even need the script for that ending. Like, she just freestyled. She knew that conversation. And in fact, she legit cried at the ending of that scene. You cried too. Actually, the whole crew teared up, and it was awkward for me to have to say, "Cut! Can we get that from another angle?" Now I want to talk about the church scene. It was both the most hilarious and triggering scene for us to film because most of the cast, we grew up religious. In what ways did the church scene mirror some real life events?
In church, people would pull me aside asking if I was gay and say things like, "I just want to know," like it was in their best interest and not mine. So I would say no to avoid talking to them about it.
What was the significance of Yuna's character in that scene?
It was a tribute to a friend. She really made me feel comfortable. She was one of the first ones I came out to, and it was about me. She said, "You don't have to tell me, but I'm here when you're ready."
What do you want people to take away from this episode?
Be yourself. Don't hide who you are to benefit someone else, and truly live authentic.
Hashtag live authentic. Well, thank you for tuning in to Short and Sweet episode 3. We'll have a short and sweet after each episode where we'll dive deeper into the details.
You can also ask us questions on our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook page. We'll answer our next episode of Short and Sweet.
Bye.